So I got laid off after 32 years, and I chose to go in a different direction with my career. Want to know why I did that? Stick around and find out. Hi, this is Elizabeth, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. So I'm again talking about getting laid off after 32 years of a career. And I've received a lot of questions from my previous videos about why I chose to go into a different career. Well, one is I always have wanted to work in the travel industry, and I figured when I got laid off at 58, how much more time do I have? I better start now. And I had been studying and preparing to go into the industry for years. It just wasn't the right time. I took care of my parents for many years, along with my siblings, but my parents did live in my house. And, through their illnesses and all of that stuff, that was, a very long journey. And I would do it all over again. But it did delay this new career choice of going into travel. The second reason is while I loved being in tech, and I really did, and I loved the people I worked with, I did not like the particular, how do I say it? Ways things were done, ways things were handled. And that had nothing to do with the people that I worked with. It had to do from the commands from higher up down. The actual work I did, I really loved. And if I had to do again, I would, but I really, really, really don't want to do it again. And the third reason is I'm not the only person that got laid off. There's thousands of people just from my company alone. Many, many, many of them in tech. And they're all looking for jobs too. I'll admit some of them more skilled than I am, some less. But, the demands for that type of job with how many people are out of work, I don't want to be in the competition with that. I just don't. I feel I'm beyond that right now. I've done it. I don't want to do that again. So, yeah, it's not going to be an easy road starting a whole new career at this age, but the road was never easy to begin with. There's always that opportunity cost you have to figure out between every job that you have. What am I giving up? What am I gaining? For years I gained a nice salary, a flexible schedule, remote work for about at least 20 of the years I worked there. And when I wasn't working remote, I worked in very nice offices. For the most part, except for the one we called the dungeon. And it really was a dungeon. But I did work in downtown LA in a beautiful building, and it was exciting to work there. And I worked in a very nice building in Irvine. And when I started there, it was ironically also where I ended because they started making us go back into the office prior to me getting laid off. But I just can't see myself doing that kind of life again. Going to the office every day, taking the commands from on high, that type of thing. I'm just not interested anymore. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you got this, this, and this. And that's true. I did. But now I want something different. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting anything different. And people always say, oh, you're blessed with a good job. Well, I was blessed in certain ways, but in other ways, it affected me. It greatly affected my mental and physical health. And that is another video that I'm going to make to cover that subject. I am very excited for these new opportunities that I'm creating for myself. And, I always had, still have, side ways of multiple streams of income because I never want to put all my eggs in one basket. So that's not going to change anytime soon. In fact, I was researching some other ways to make income just so I can have, maybe some passive ways to make income. So if I do end up doing those, I will share them with you. But at this point, I just wanted to explain why I chose to go in a different direction. And that is because I'm ready for it. I don't want to compete with all the other people who have been laid off and are out of work. And honestly, I'm ready to do something that I love. And I love traveling. I love researching traveling. I love planning traveling. Even if it's not for me, I love it. So, thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. Or at the very least, give me a thumbs up, please. Thank you. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Oh, I forgot to add. Remember to always live greatly and always live generously. Bye for now.